Hey guys, welcome back to FaceToFace, our new podcast. I'm Joella.
And I'm Aaliyah.
And today we have a really exciting podcast planned for you guys. We are actually doing our first interview over our podcast. So today I have Abby and Jaqueline here with me.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about something that has kind of been a tradition for their family and also like our church youth group for quite a while. And one of the main themes is going to be talking about MCC, which is the Mennonite Central Committee. And they're really struggling through COVID right now because one of their big fundraisers that helps people across like the world has been the Mennonite Relief Sale. And so since due to COVID, that hasn't been able to happen. And so normally what MCC is all about is relief, development, and peace. They work in over 50 countries, and they normally partner with local churches and organizations. And due to COVID, that's been really hard. So their income has not been very strong. And so a lot of people in the other countries that they support, they're really struggling right now. And so we're going to try and figure out how we can support that. And we're going to hear a story on how just some local people decided to make a difference by selling donuts, which is really exciting. So I will hand it over to Abby and Jaqueline. So do you guys want to tell us what you did?
Well, first of all, I just want to give a little background on why we're passionate about this too. So
Okay.
Abby is a fellow senior youth leader alongside Joella in our youth group. And Abby has always taken a significant leadership role in an annual youth event that we do every year, which is we pull an all-nighter and hang out at somebody's house, and then we go make donuts at the relief sale really early in the morning, and us as a youth group do the first shift. We've been doing that for a number of years. But the donut tent has been going much longer than we've been participating. But Abby has always been really involved in that, and her mom is one of the organizers of, and has been for the last couple years too. So Abby and Jaqueline, welcome again. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I'll throw it back to you, Joella.
No, it's okay. So, do you guys want to tell us a little bit about what the Mennonite Relief Sale actually does for MCC?
Well, I know it started in 1967. It's an event that takes place Friday and Saturdays, and, there's area volunteers that get together and raise money for MCC.
Cool.
There's lots of activities. There's food, there's the quilt auction, of course, and plant sales. Like, it's a huge event and draws a huge crowd of people from all over.
Yeah.
And lots of local churches are participating, not just ours. I really love the spring roll and egg roll tents.
There's definitely that. That's always like a big thing for me. And so then what do you guys do specifically at the sale?
So, Abby?
We're in the donut tent.
Okay.
And Abby, you usually hang out with us for the first part, and then we go do the early shift, and then our youth group usually goes for breakfast after, but you stay on, and you
Yeah, I'm usually there the entire day.
Yeah.
I work a couple more shifts after you guys leave, and then I go get breakfast at the one tent, and then I come back, and sometimes I'll just walk around, and I'm usually in the tent helping though.
Okay.
Supervising, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Jaqueline, what's your role at the tent?
I supervise. There's two other churches involved. Esor Church is involved. They are responsible for making the dough, it's icing and selling.
Okay.
Castle Church is involved in the frying. Our church is in charge of rolling the donut. So I'm I get volunteers. I help set up the tent the day before the relief sale. Yeah, it's a long day.
Yeah, no kidding.
I took over from my mom probably 5 years ago. She was in charge of this area for many years before me.
And in a few more years, I'm going to be taking over.
Wow.
Are you actually, Abby?
Yeah, well, me and my brother have been fighting over this job, but I think everyone knows that it's going to be me.
That's awesome.
Nice.
This is being recorded, right? So I have proof.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You'll be able to play it back many times.
Yeah.
So, Jaqueline, did you have some history on how our churches got involved before you and your mom?
Yeah, actually, I do. There is a donut story, and I think the very first sale was in 1967, and the convener at the time approached Isora WMSC, and I cannot remember what those letters stand for, but it was the area churches. They were approached to make donuts, and it's kind of funny. They said that they were surprised because there was a lineup. So even way back then, there was a lineup for donuts, and they sold. Yeah. And now we have warming cupboards. So when we're rolling donuts, they go in these warming cabinets to rise. Back then, they had to put them in their car.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And sorry, Jacqueline, just as you're talking about this, I've been thinking about, all the advances that the donut making has been doing over the last few years. And I've been thinking, you guys, I mean, I haven't as much as you guys, but you've made donuts through some pretty wicked weather sometimes.
Yes. Cold.
Yeah, ankle deep, rain.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Every year is different for sure.
Yeah. I always like the years that are nice and warm and it's lovely to be outside, but then you run into problems where the dough's not rising fast enough or it's rising too fast, and there's always something to overcome.
Yeah. Yes. We never know what to expect.
Yeah.
So this year, the relief sale is not happening because of the COVID pandemic, but you guys had an idea that you did to raise some money for MCC still. Can you tell us about that?
We had done it before as a family, I think over March break last year. My sister-in-law, Becky,
and her daughters,
arranged for us to get together and make donuts, and it was a lot of fun, and it went really well. So because we were missing out this year, my mom and I and Abby were going to make donuts. And then I asked my sister-in-law and Becky and Grace and Ada if they would help, and Violet. And they were more than willing to help. And because we had enough people to make more donuts, we decided to try and raise a little bit of money for MCC.
So what did that look like? So you made donuts, and then how did you earn money for MCC?
I reached out to volunteers that had helped in the donut tent, people I had contact names for, because it was so last minute. I approached them and to see if there was interest in buying donuts.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I came up with the list, and people were very generous in their donations.
So then how much money did you raise?
So I'm going to start. So we usually, we make 105 batches, which is about 630 dozen. But this year we made 6 batches, and we got 32 dozen, and from that we got $457.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And not only did you make that money, but you've also got a lot of people in our church and in our community talking, and they're starting to think up some creative ways on maybe what they can do. So I have heard wins that there will be some more donut making and perhaps a plant sale, all going to benefit MCC.
Yeah.
So, and I think Joella and I have been talking, and well, we're going to participate in the plant sale, and I think we're going to try to make cinnamon buns and sell them. So if anybody's listening to this podcast, you can send us a message, and we'll try to figure out how to make the cinnamon. Well, we know how to make cinnamon buns, but we'll figure out how to get them to you in support. So thank you very much, Abby and Jaqueline, and the rest of your helpers, for inspiring this and this creative way to, kind of support a charity that's in need at this time, as many other charities are in need as well. But just to spark conversation and creativity and excitement in people.
We had fun.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. So.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it again sometime.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It is a really good idea.
Just make sure when you do it again, we're included in the email.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you guys wanted to say that we maybe missed?
I don't think so.
No.
Perfect. Well, it's great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, thanks a lot.
We will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. And just to finish up the podcast, I just wanted to say, if you are willing, you can check out MCC's website, which is mcccanada.ca. And just so you know, if you want to, you can make a donation on there. We are really willing to do that, and I definitely recommend it. And if you have the money to do that, it's really, really appreciated to support the people in our community and surrounding. But thank you for tuning in.
So again, that address is mcccanada.ca.
Thank you for adding that, Mom. Perfect. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Bye.